What's up, Fromily? I'm Kelly. I think you mean 46 Keen.
I'm Jazz, man in yellow nude yoga classes, shamanic.
And I'm Dawn Vacancy, Fromville Midwife, Glen.
Are you gonna take that vacant job, Dawn?
Yeah, I think seems easy.
Yeah. Helping give birth to some of the monsters.
Yeah.
Or rebirth, I suppose.
Certainly not much aftercare to do, so that's good.
yeah, definitely. I'm so excited that we're back for season 4. This honestly has become my favorite show.
Yeah, it's a top 5 for me.
Yeah. And honestly, this show has some of the best characters I've ever seen in any TV show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's just so many amazing characters, and I usually hate romance, and I love Alice and Fatima. Like, I just everything is so great, everything, except for Jim. But that's not really much of a problem.
But that's the thing is that they're writing realistic characters because there's people you just don't like.
Yeah.
It's written so well.
And of course, they had to bring Acosta in because they were going to start making Randall likable.
Yeah.
We needed a new permanent box member.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, they may make Acosta likable because, like, the characters may like Sophia, but the audience doesn't like Sophia. Let's just let me just get your quick thoughts. Jazz, scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, I keep saying 14. I loved this episode.
Yeah.
Nothing that I anticipated happened. It didn't move forward very much. It was all set up, but it was so great. The actress playing Sophia is brilliant.
Yeah.
That twist I did not see coming at all, and it blew my mind. It was
seriously
so well done. I mean, I have a hard time calling any episode of the show less than a 10, but I really feel like especially for a season opener, they really knocked this one out of the park. Like, it was very, very high stakes without losing any major characters, which was nice.
Yeah, definitely. Dawn, what about you?
Yeah, I would put it just below 10, just because we didn't get a lot of the other stories going on. But I think about halfway through, when we saw the vicar, nameless man, get out the car alone, and we didn't see Sophia at that point, I was like, oh, there's a red flag went off.
Yeah.
But I didn't guess exactly how that was going to show itself, and I'm so glad they let the audience in on it as quickly as they did, so that we can see the terror, the fear, and we feel it all, because we know what the characters, we know what the characters don't know, which is always a good thing to have in a dynamic with the audience, because it's like
I like that a lot better than the characters knowing something that we don't.
Yes.
Yeah. But when I just went back to rewatch it to do my notes, I didn't even notice that they very suspiciously cover the passenger side window. Like, you just can't see it at all, and it's in no angle. And I was like, oh, I wish I would have caught that on the first time, because that would have made me way more suspicious.
Especially because in the trailer they made it look like the shot is him coming out one side, and then the shot that we get is actually when he's picking her up on the side of the road, but they made that look like her coming out of the car from the other side. So when that didn't happen, I was like, ooh, why have they done that? And
it's great. with like hiding
They are.
secrets in their trailers.
They are so good.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Well, let's go ahead and jump right into the recap. Which one of you is starting off?
Me.
Jazz.
All right.
All right.
Let me just get our screenshots up here. All right.
Okay. We open back in the woods where the man in yellow and Julie are watching Jim bleed out. The man in yellow casually tells Julie they have to stop meeting like this. There's no way to change a story once it's been told, right before she vanishes. Jim manages a fuck you before the man in yellow notes Jim's good points and tells him that he's always liked him and he always tried so hard. Salivating with glee, he expresses his disappointment that Jim won't be around for what comes next, because what comes next is his favorite part. Elsewhere, a car with Alabama plates stops in the road. A man dressed as a priest gets out of the car to purvey a tree in his path. After the titles, we open in the root cellar. Post Fatima's monstrous birthing, she tries to lash on to the flash that she saw of the family's pact to sacrifice their children, but only becomes stressed as Ellis presses her for more information. Doubled in pain and exhausted, she struggles to stand, but Ellis supports her and pulls her out of the literal hellhole as Kenny promises to go look for Boyd. With no sense of self-preservation, he descends into the tunnels, calling Boyd's name. Thankfully, when a hand grabs him from behind, it's Boyd, who ushers him back through the door, but not before revealing the newly birthed Smiley, who wants to say hi to the deputy, despite still being covered in afterbirth and mid-shirt buttoning. Not a very proper way to greet guests. As the two men escape the root cellar, Boyd explains where babies come from and that Fatima's offspring grew quicker than Ethan. And we realize that Smiley is now technically his grandson. At Colony House, a bloody but fully clothed Sarah makes a quick exit as Christy and others return. Donna lets Christy into the room where Boyd and Sarah had tortured the truth out of Elgin. Acosta immediately draws her gun on the pair. New season, same Acosta. Donna cuts through the crap and tells her that we all know the gun isn't loaded. Despite the shade, Acosta insists on sticking around as Christy is filled in on Sarah's reasonable actions and examines the crater where Elgin's eye used to be. Clara bursts into the room and announces that proud parents Ellis and Fatima are back. Donna rushes her out of the room before she, unlike Elgin, sees too much. In the woods, the man in yellow unearths a lightly buried suitcase and strips as he looks with delight at the contents. The Alabama car drives down the road. At the post office, a determined Boyd digs his own hidden box up from under the floorboards and starts counting the varied bullets inside. Ignoring Kenny's plea for answers, Boyd eventually asks how many people are in the town. How many bullets do they have? The correlation between those numbers isn't a hard leap, and Kenny physically tries to break Boyd out of his death spiral. Boyd erupts. They had one victory. Smiley has sucked every ounce of hope out of the sheriff. There's no way to win, he enunciates clearly for Kenny. The wave of hopelessness catches Kenny in its wake, and sitting down numbly, he declares they have 47 people. As Christy begins to prepare to sew up Elgin's eye, which for some reason we must see in great detail, she assures Elgin she understands that this place does bad things to good people. Clinging to his last shred of hope, Elgin ponders if maybe it worked. If Fatima is okay and had the baby, maybe the kimono woman was right, and they're all about to go home. Pragmatic Christy confirms no, you were lied to, but dude, you're in good company in this place for believing it. It happens all the time. Tabitha, blissfully unaware that she has been widowed by one husband as she contemplates the existence of Henry and Jade as her two backup husbands, returns to town where she's greeted by Julie and a 6'7" with a full beard Ethan. They want to know where their dad is, but she's saved from explaining her marital strife by a screeching car which barrels past them straight into the post office, just narrowly missing Boyd and Kenny inside. Tabitha, Boyd, and Kenny run to the occupants as the rest of the town gathers to watch. Boyd confirms the unconscious priest in the driver's seat has a pulse, as Tabitha tends to the teenage girl hysterical in the passenger seat. As someone runs off to get the ambulance, Tabitha quite literally wedges religion into the action as she uses a Bible to keep the girl, named Sophia, from severing her neck on the sharp shard of metal aimed at her jugular. Sophia wails for her dad, then her mom, then says she doesn't want to be here. Everyone looks around awkwardly as they know she will soon be learning no one wants to be here. Kenny collects tools as Boyd and Tabitha free the girl. Sophia tells Marielle and Tabitha about the tree and that her dad seemed to have a seizure behind the wheel. They finally get the vicar man free, and Marielle alerts Boyd that his condition may be from Bill rather than medically induced. They recap the seizure tally on the occupants of the town thus far. Kenny offers to keep an eye on the newcomers at the clinic so that Boyd can head to Colony House to be with Fatima and Ellis.
As Tabitha tries to get her kids into the house after all the excitement, Jade wants to talk about their love connection. She makes the salient point that Sarah's voices felt real and the powers messing with them seem more likely than the reincarnation throuple situation. As he approaches Colony House, Boyd encounters Acosta leaving. She makes clear her disgust over what has happened, seeming to forget she murdered someone the literal minute she got to town. She dubs him, and everyone else, Monster, before storming off to town. Boyd has bigger worries as he tells Donna he needs to tell her something. This sleepover isn't going to be all pigtails and popcorn. Acosta's back at the diner, alone and pissed, as she tries to Lady Macbeth the blood out of her uniform. Sinatra floats out from the jukebox, crooning the deeply appropriate Send in the Clowns. Wrong horror show, bub. Heading back to storage, she decides to put on some clean clothes for the first time since arriving in town. Fatima is, Christy declares, physically unharmed from her ordeal. Christy shows a staggering lack of sensitivity as she tries to press Fatima on the details of the birth. But Fatima's malpractice suit will have to wait as Boyd and Donna enter. He asks Christy to stay for this very special school assembly about where babies go after they are born. And then it's Smiled, he concludes, narrowing down the culprit in a grotesque game of Guess Who. The collective horror is interrupted by a sitcom in the corridor as Victor is dragging a cot bed into his room for Henry, his new roommate. Henry and Donna exchange intriguing, awkward glances, and Donna congratulates them. Back in the room, Fatima tells Boyd that the creatures were once human, but the families made a bargain with a terrible creature, the lives of their children in exchange for them living forever. As Boyd presses her for more details, Fatima becomes distressed and leaves to take a shower, but not before reminding them all of the hideous gaslighting they all threw her way over the entire pregnancy. She told them she knew something was wrong, and they all thought she was crazy. At the clinic, Sophia is praying over her comatose father before she asks her new bestie, Kenny, if he can take her to get her cell phone to call her mom. Kenny lets her know there will be no Snapchat here and lets her into the town secret off camera. As night falls, Jim is still not home and Julie has questions, but none as blunt as Ethan, who asks if Dad is dead. While Tabitha struggles, Julie steps in and reminds her brother they thought Mom was dead too for a while and they decide belief is all they have. Meanwhile, Sophia is very suspiciously unaffected by Kenny's revelations and merely quotes scripture. The light shines in the darkness, she says, and declares God is with them, before asking Kenny to join her in prayer. Reluctantly, he does and seems affected. I don't like it. While Fatima experiences PTSD and PND in the shower, Boyd tells Donna about the newbies in town. Pessimism is flooding from his pores, but Christy refuses to indulge his self-pity and reminds him that if others see him lose hope, people start hanging themselves in bathrooms. Ellis asks for alone time with his father and reiterates Christie's point, but Boyd has been squeezed to his limit. If the game is rigged, if he can't get Ellis home, then Abby, all of it was for nothing. He collapses sobbing into his son's arms. At the Matthews, a clang interrupts the family's worried silence. Investigating cautiously, they see a pan on the floor, then a book flies across the kitchen and the cabinet doors bang. Are they about to star in a new Fromville sitcom, My Dad the Ghost? While everyone sleeps at the clinic, Sophia takes off her cracked glasses and places a hand on her father, instructing him to wake up. Like all the best Bond villains, she lets him and us in on her true evil plan. We flash back to the Padre on the road and discover he arrived alone, only picking up Sophia as a hitchhiker close to town. Flashbacks flesh out that Sophia is in fact the man in yellow who was unable to come to them as he was and adopted the disguise, transforming himself with clothes from the suitcase and a bone-cracking physical transformation. At the pastor's bedside, Sophia in yellow leans in and reiterates this is her favourite part, because this is when they start tearing each other apart, she says with glee, just before killing her incredibly short-term surrogate father.
I did not expect that twist.
Not at all.
Never could have seen it coming. It was brilliant.
I mean,
Yeah.
all the theorizing everyone did with the trailer and this new character, I don't think anybody guessed. Did they? I didn't hear of any.
I saw a whole article about the priest is the new character and he's here to replace Father Khatri and he's going to be the new moral voice of the town. And even from the trailer, I was like, that priest is toast. I don't know what you're thinking.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there were like in the trailer, you could see there were 2 graves, and
Yeah.
And no priest at the funeral.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the trailer made it kind of obvious that he was toast. Along with poor Jim. Yeah, exactly. It's so great because, like, you know, you're thinking at first, oh great, another annoying character to throw into the mix. And no, it's not going to be an annoying character at all.
We're going to be screaming at that TV every time she appears, and especially if she is going to get close to Kenny, which it looks like. And now I'm just going to be like, no, no,
precious boy.
Yeah, I think she's a little young for him.
Yeah, but I just mean, even if she's just like befriending him in a friendly way, even then it's just like, no, leave him alone.
Yeah.
I don't think her intentions are friendly.
What gave you that idea? Now that Sophia was clearly a real person because
her stuff in the suitcase.
Yeah. Which is also the same suitcase that the wedding dress was in.
Yes, I was going to say that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't really know what to make of it. I don't know.
No, I have no idea.
Yeah, it's odd.
Maybe there's only one suitcase in town. Switch.
Yeah, I don't know. But let's go ahead and jump into our MVPs. Jazz, who are you giving pancakes to this week?
This is gonna sound insane, but my pancakes are going to Sophia. Yeah, I know it's weird, but the performance was incredible. I was left in complete shock at the end of the episode. The reveal, the way she sold it, like I was like, "Oh, it's literally him." You know, it's a completely different character. Yeah, she really did a great job coming in and making the most vulnerable position possible and selling her act to the town. Not a good thing for the town, but she really got her goals met. And you gotta respect that.
Yeah, absolutely. Dawn, how about you? Who's your who are you giving pancakes to?
Kenny. For going down into the tunnels with nary a care, just going Boyd
Yeah.
into the very lair, and then for taking charge of the hey, I'll look after these people in the clinic, and letting Boyd have that time with his family and stepping up and being the sheriff, and he's just the all-round good guy, and this is an episode that shows it at its best.
His ability to read what Boyd needs and
Yeah.
step up
is
he's so great. I love Kenny.
So do I. Yeah, I don't think your pick for MVP was so weird, Jazz, because I'm giving my pancakes to the man in yellow.
Right? Okay, same thing, yeah.
It's you got to respect the hustle.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy, this entity, because the man in yellow is clearly a real person at 1.2. Mm-hmm. Sophia and the man in yellow.
Oh, I don't think he was a real person.
You don't think so?
No.
Well, because I figured the main bad entity was like the red jellyfish creature painted on the cave
Maybe
walls.
That's him. Maybe that's the same thing.
Yeah.
I think whoever it is, he's more powerful than the creatures. So
yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Oh no, what I meant is by real person, I mean I think that was a real person whose body he took over.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean he's kind of like playing 4D chess here.
Oh yeah.
Talk about fucking diabolical. Okay, let's just take away the most obvious stuff that we focus on the most. Every single thing that Sophia, every situation that she was in was fucking diabolical on his part. She is a teenage girl whose father may have just died. Obviously we've got another situation like that going on in town. And Kenny is sitting in the clinic with her in the place where his father died. Like, oh my God, the man in yellow, the entity, whatever it is insane.
I'm pretty sure he's wearing his dad's shirt in that episode. Oh. It's that white and blue striped shirt he always wears. Is one of his dad's old shirts.
Oh shit! Wow. But yeah, it's
I got that from BTS.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and plus mocking Jim as he's dying and mocking Julie, like, where'd you come from this time? The perfect agent of chaos. I mean, this might be my favorite villain since Dexter's brother.
Those are high marks.
Yeah. If you guys watch our Dexter coverage, you know that I am obsessed with the Ice Truck Killer. But or Brian Moser rather. All right, let's go. Let's go to our top moments. Jazz, what is your number 5?
My number 5 is that Donna had not a huge presence in this episode, but she had the best one-liners. Like, everything she said was great. Her telling Acosta, "We all know it's not loaded. Sit down." Like,
yes.
The way she immediately deflated her hysterical. And then her telling Christy, "Oh, Sarah had her reasons, and that's it. That's all she gives her." And Christy's like, "No, all right. She had her reasons." Yeah. They love it from Donna. That's just enough.
Yeah.
It's great. I wish she had more screen time in this episode, just because I always do. But
yeah, I hear ya.
Also,
Dawn, what's your number? Oh yeah, sorry.
I feel like this episode because if we're going with my Henry Donna truther thing,
Yeah.
this would be the next time she would have seen Henry since they would have slept together. And their meeting in that hallway was awkward, right?
It was, definitely. Yes.
Dawn said,
Yes.
they had meaningful eye contact. That's all I'm
They
saying.
did.
I'm
Yeah,
more
they did.
convinced now than ever.
They sort of look at each other and sort of go, and like, yeah.
There is
Definitely
some
so.
nonverbal communication going on.
Definitely.
I'm still not a Donna Henry truther, but I'll ship it. I
I'll
support
get you there.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait.
My
Yeah, Dawn. Sorry.
yes, that's okay. My number 5 is the jukebox mocking Acosta. That made me laugh. I laughed so much.
Yes. What a drag.
You know, especially after she's just given Boyd this big speech and she's so full of self-righteousness and indignation, and then it's like, send in the clowns. Well done, jukebox. Well played.
Yeah, that's mine too. Nothing else I can really say about it. I mean, it's that jukebox fucking hates her. Because last season when she walked into the diner and she was throwing a temper tantrum, it was she was like it started playing Ooh Child.
Things are going
So
easy.
You guys, it's the man in yellow controlling the jukeboxes, right?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
Yeah, probably.
I'm wondering how he stays current on music.
Backstreet Boys
anything current, but...
compiling his Spotify list.
Right?
This will be a good one for Boyd. We'll put that in. Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
That absolutely sent me though. Send in the clowns directed at Acosta.
Yeah. That was pretty beautiful. Jazz, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is just the way that Kenny and Boyd are like so in sync in this episode. They're really sharing the load. They've really like gotten to such a great place of being able to, this is what I would need. This is, here we go, split off, divide and conquer. They're much more equally yoked this season than from where we started, and I really love I love the way their relationship has continued to develop and the respect between the two of them. Yeah, they're two of my favorite characters tied with everyone else except for Jim. And I really, really liked seeing their scenes together in this episode. They really seem like they've got their flow down.
Done. What's your number 4?
My number 4, it was higher, but I'll move them around for the sake of brevity. Was the bullet scene with Kenny and Boyd, because it was almost like the kind of scene you see with a married couple. The way he's trying. Yeah, Kenny is trying to get through to him. Talk to me, tell me what's going on, and Boyd's just focused on what he's doing. And then the minute that Boyd says, and not explicitly, but just says, the bullets, Kenny gets it. He's on the same path as him. He understands, and he's like, right, okay. And he doesn't push him past it. He doesn't. He understands, and he just is in it with them, and it's amazing that that's like a sheriff and a deputy, and not a married couple. That's, as you say, they've become much more equal over these years, and that was a scene that really showed it, that they totally understand what each other needs now, and Kenny was just the right person for Boyd in that moment.
I really liked how they kind of almost paralleled, like the you see the man in yellow digging up the suitcase, and then you immediately go to Boyd digging up
Yeah.
the bullets.
Yeah, I love that. Yes.
I caught
Yeah.
that too.
So yeah, my number 4 was the Bible wedge.
Yes. Yes.
I'm trying to understand. Like, I was actually trying to read to try to figure out, but you can't. It's too small. You can't see it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what kind of symbolism is involved in that, but I haven't quite figured it out.
Me
yet,
too. Yeah.
I just thought it was a nice touch.
First, well, we now know that Bibles can get into town.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm assuming that belonged to the priest.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've made a point of saying there's no Bibles in the town, and now there is one. I wonder if that has any meaning or addition to the story.
Jazz, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is Christy's speech to Boyd. They've both had these moments where they're ready to break down and had to give the other one a pep talk, but Christy and Boyd didn't end in a great place last season, and that's been one of the things that's been a huge bummer for me. Like, their relationship is one of my favorites. I love that this boy just collects surrogate children as he goes along.
Yeah.
He's got Fatima, he's got Kenny, he's got Christy. I'm surprised he's not closer with Marielle yet. But I love that she was like, no, we're not doing this shit. Like, you need to pull it together. We need you right now. Like, fall apart at a better time. And yeah, you can't give up right now because we'll have another Eric situation. So
yeah.
I love Christy. I love how her character's grown. It was great. It was great to see both, like, because they're not in a good place right now. They haven't made up from that fight. And it was good to see her, like, be like, no, this is our relationship. I can say this to you. I am going to let you know what you need to hear because we can't afford you to fall apart right now.
Yeah. Dawn, how about you? What's your number 3?
Number 3 is Julie helping with Ethan. I think Julie, going back to season 1, and I'd kind of forgotten how much of a brat Julie was, and seeing her there, how well she steps up, how much she can sense that Tabitha's not emotionally all there at that point and isn't as up and ready to mother Ethan as she should. And obviously we know from what Julie said in the past that when Thomas died, she basically took over looking after Ethan, and it really shows in this scene that she understands him and she's able to say, look, no, I know how to calm him down. He needs logic. He needs to say, look, we've dealt with this with Mum before and she was fine, so let's just put that same mindset into place. And I really love, I'm a sucker for brother and sister relationships anyway, as long as they don't go like Sarah and Nathan. But I really love when she's looking after Ethan, and that I really liked seeing her sense what was going on with Tabitha and step in and take charge.
My number 3 was just the way everybody just immediately ran out to help when the car crashed. That and the car crash in general. I mean, and the man in one other thing I want to say about the man in yellow / Sophia. I mean, he had to be as dramatic as possible.
Oh my gosh. I want to be here. I want to save my daddy.
He was such a drama queen. My God.
Yeah.
I think he was having a blast with that. But
yes.
I also loved how Julie was kind of standing there with the others, and then as soon as Randall jumped in, she jumped in. Like, I really like this relationship. That's it's a very big brother little sister kind of relationship, and I really like it a lot. It seems like they respect each other a lot. And
I also love when Randall comes in handy.
Yeah.
Like it's he's getting a lot better. You know, he's had a ton of growth as a character, but like when he first shows up, our first meeting of him is so gruff and nasty to Elgin, but then he immediately offers to go and help Jim dig Tabitha out of the house. And you know, we put him permanently in the box when we first watched season 2, you know, and he's come so far as a character, and it's nice to see him. He's there, he knows what to do, he's ready to pitch in. Like, minor thing though, did you notice when Boyd is trying to get the car door open that the handle comes off in his hand?
Does it really?
Yeah, Harold Purino is in the scene and he just plays it off and just pushes it back into the car. And the handle of the car completely, like, he's pulling, and it pops off. And he just goes, and then just keeps taking the whole car.
That's amazing.
I'll get back and watch it 3 times to make sure.
I'm gonna have to look at that. I wonder if they'll fix that up at all before.
Yeah,
maybe before it airs.
Maybe use a different take for the the official release.
That's hilarious. But yeah, I love how everybody just jumped to help out right away, and it reminded me so much of when the Matthews crashed the RV in town, and and you know, and Boyd was being the same Boyd, and Boyd is like, if you're gonna get into an accident, Boyd is like the ultimate person that you can have helping you out. Like he's just so comforting and so, you know, like, I mean, he just knows what to do in every situation. It's crazy. Jazz, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is the Boyd and Ellis scene and his breakdown. Just, I know we go on and on about Harold Purino's acting, but when he hits your mom, like, it killed me. Like, I got teary both times watching this episode, both the first time and the second time for notes. They really, really feel like a real father and son, and it's just nice to see, like, where, you know, since we're doing this, like, this rewatch, to see how far their relationship has gone from where we started to where we are now, and how close they are and supportive of each other, and especially with everything they've been through. Like, in a very short amount of time, there's only been maybe 6 to 8 weeks of total time in the entire series. I loved that scene. I loved seeing a safe space for grown men to cry and hold each other and be tender and take care of each other's mental health. Like, it was really nice.
They did such great casting too. I mean, like, they actually resemble each other.
Yeah,
they do.
The casting, like, with all the families is just ridiculous.
Yes.
I mean, Julie and
looks like
Tabitha,
their kid, like,
yeah,
like Boyd and Abby's kid. He does.
Yeah, totally. Dawn, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is Tabitha, and that's all I've got to say. No, I'm kidding. I just really like this as a Tabitha episode, and she's doing something unusual. So much of her story has obviously been about Jim, and then about this, you know, this discovery she's made. And this was the first time I felt of her as a member of the town, rather than the newbies that came in. I mean, that's been 4 seasons, it's about time. But because she ran to help, when so often it's been something about her family and everybody's been running to help her, it was so nice to see her being the one to help, and like the sort of the matriarch of the town, you know, beside Donna, obviously. And the way she stayed calm and helped Sophia, and stayed with her, and was obviously she's experienced with Julie, but I just really, really enjoyed that aspect of her. And when she's talking to Jade and she points out about Sarah's visions, I hadn't thought of that. I hadn't thought, I thought, oh, they saw this thing and now we know it's true. But they don't know that it's true. Why on earth would they believe it when they've seen, especially Jade, and has seen such horrible things? How could you differentiate what's true and what isn't? And I thought that was such an amazing line to have her say, because she is such a sensible person. She's not a naysayer, and obviously she's gone through stuff that other people haven't, but she's still got her feet on the ground to say, I don't know when the town is messing with us and when it's real. So I just thought it was a really great episode for her altogether, and she looked like she'd had a nice tan.
Yeah. No,
when I was gonna say, when they're in the back of the ambulance and she's showing Marielle the scars on Sophia's neck, she's just being so tender with her, and
yes.
Yeah, I thought Tabitha was really great in this episode too.
Yeah, same. My number 2 is you know what? There's we've got the settlement now, so they're doing better with food, but still, fucking Ghost Jim must have really hated what Tabitha had cooked for dinner, because
Did you notice that it was just a pot of water and frozen vegetables? It's one of those bags of frozen mixed veggies
I
that
thought it
had
looked
been
kind of like a soup
in a pot of
some kind.
water. Yeah, it's literally green beans, square carrots, corn.
Whoever Julie was picking at, and she obviously didn't like it either.
Yeah.
Julie doesn't eat.
She doesn't.
That's true.
But no, I just I don't even know what to think of that whole thing. It was just so interesting to me. We've never seen poltergeist activity before.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Is it because I have a theory? I mean, we know, everybody knows Jim's dead, so it's not much of a spoiler. But I mean, I feel like it could be Jim, the spirit of Jim, trying to warn them somehow about how the town's been infiltrated.
It does seem poltergeisty.
Yeah.
I think it's the man in yellow, or whoever is in charge, pretending to be Jim to kind of drive Tabitha insane, to make her go insane with guilt, to do a kind of telltale heart sort of thing, because if the man in yellow is is what Sophia says, is tear themselves apart, tear each other apart, then I think it's going to be a lot of mind games that she's going to do, not necessarily actual evil, kill somebody. I think she's going to be sowing seeds of dissent and trying to make people question themselves, and I think she's going to try and make Tabitha believe that it's her fault that Jim's dead and he's angry at her, and
God,
that kind of
I
thing.
hate that.
Yeah.
Jazz, what's your number 1?
This is probably not a shocker, but the man in yellow Sophia reveal.
Yeah, mine too.
He could not wait to put that slutty little Christian girl costume on. He was feeling it. He was like, yes. So into himself.
Yep.
Living the dream. It cracked me up. It cracked me up to see her he makes the transformation and then comes out of it and it's just flouncing and checking himself out. And yeah, it was such a great twist. I definitely I assumed Sophia would be an antagonist. My theory was that she was going to team up with Acosta and they would do a holy, takeover of the town or something like that. But this is so much better than that. I cannot wait to see where that story goes.
Yeah, I hear you. Dawn, what's your number one?
Yes, the same thing. I loved that they gave us it in the same episode, so we didn't have to wait and wonder, and everybody's fighting on the internet, and it puts us on the opposite side of the characters because we know what they don't. And I like that they sort of, at first you're just completely buying into Sophia until Kenny tells her the truth, and then she's just like, oh well. Oh, God's here. That's all right. That's not how somebody. And you sort of go, why is she reacting like that? And then
I don't think anybody's that religious.
Yeah.
No. And just and the acting, she just was incredible. That glee in her face as she's saying, I can't wait. This is the best part. Brilliant. Just all round fantastic. And poor guy who only got 2 lines,
right?
Actually, I think it was maybe one.
Yeah,
you get 1 line. Oh man, yeah. It was. I mean, it was my number one too. Just the coolest thing in the world, and I love that he this guy probably was not gonna end up in Fromville, but he wanted a priest to come in with his daughter. So that's why he just summoned a random priest.
What do you think? What do you think he meant by he couldn't come as he was? Like, if he just appeared. Oh, well, I suppose, because we know that Victor, from the trailer, we know Victor knows him, so he couldn't come.
Yeah.
But I wondered if there was like a physical reason he couldn't.
No, just because he'd be recognized.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because Julie wouldn't recognize him because that was future.
No, because that's future Julie. Yeah. It's hard. Hard to
just
keep track of that.
Yeah. It's just entirely
also,
Victor.
Just his general appearance, even if Victor wasn't there, he just doesn't seem like super chill and trustworthy in general.
And Henry would have recognized him too, because
from the paintings. Yeah.
But he may not have known that he was necessarily evil.
No, yeah.
I mean, that's one of the coolest twists I've ever seen.
Yeah, it really
easily my number one. So if you're just joining us for the first time, what we do now is a little thing called Fromily Debate Team. And what we do is we pick a scenario where 2 characters are disagreeing about something. And before we start recording, we randomly assign, we do a little wheel spinner thing, and everybody gets assigned a role. They're either arguing for one person or this person, or they're playing the judge. So today we are, what's the situation?
Acosta versus Boyd.
Acosta versus Boyd, yes. And this week, Jazz is the judge. I will unfortunately be arguing for Acosta. And Dawn got Boyd. So Dawn, why don't you go first, since you kind of had the easier one?
Not half. I'm Boyd. That's all you need to know. No. The fact that Boyd, it's his daughter-in-law who has been taken. He needs to get the truth out of Elgin. He will do anything. And in that town, he has seen what happens if you don't tell the truth. If things are revealed too late, people will be dead. He doesn't want his daughter. And at that point, he presumes his grandchild. So he needs to know exactly what Elgin has done with her. He will do anything at any cost. And there's no rules in Fromville, and that there is no line you won't cross to stop somebody being hurt. It's the trolley problem. Hurt one person to save more. Who knows what Elgin has done? So it's a fair decision to hurt Elgin, who is keeping a secret in order to get the truth out of him.
Time. Excellent.
I don't understand you people. My name's Franny Fromville, by the way. I don't get you people at all. Elgin was just this nice kid who was helping with something beautiful. He was helping deliver Faye's birth. Faye, is that her name? I don't know anybody's names. Anyway, you took his eye out for that? What the hell? I need to speak to the manager about this. I'm sorry. I need to fill out a complaint form. This is ridiculous. This is the treatment that you give somebody who is kind enough to help birth such a special baby that you don't even have to raise. I mean, he's fully grown. Like, you don't even have to. You don't have to breastfeed him. You don't have to. He's like the most low maintenance baby ever. I don't understand you people. I don't get it.
Time.
Yeah, I never thought that baby's dressing himself and he's barely an hour old.
That is the one upside. I am gonna go with Dawn. Yeah.
Franny Fromville never wins.
It's a tough. It's never an easy position to have to be Franny Fromville. Yeah, I'll get into it in our bottom fives, but I have a lot of questions about Acosta's actions in this episode.
All right, let's head into our negatives, which I mean, with this show, we're always kind of winging it with the bottoms because we always have trouble finding stuff.
Yes.
Do we want to do LVP first, or are we doing that last?
Yeah, we'll do LVP first. So, Jazz, who are you putting in the box?
Just the priest. He just does. I feel bad, but he just doesn't contribute anything to the episode. He was trying to be nice. He was trying to be helpful. Seemed like a good dude, but yeah, I couldn't think of anyone better, and he was just such a blip. Like, I feel bad for him, but if he hadn't shown up, things would be a little bit safer right now. So
yeah, very true.
Sorry, buddy.
Dawn, what about you?
I had to really. It was a tough call. Who's the most evil? Man in yellow, Acosta. I went with Acosta. Oh, just stop complaining about everything. Just have some tiny shade of humility that you don't know what's best, that you have not grasped the concept of everything that's going on here, and maybe the people who've been there longer do. Just stop for a minute and think about it. Even the jukebox knows you're full of it. And Donna knows you're full of it. Sit down. I love that too. So yeah. Acosta, at least she's wearing a hoodie now, so she's slightly, that's nicer.
Hoodie that she just pulled up off the floor, like,
yeah.
Who knows where it was before. Dawn, you put Acosta in the box, but I'm not going to clean up her remains. I'm just going to leave her in there because the song said it all. Send in the clown.
Don't bother, they're here.
Listen to the jukebox, Acosta. You're a child and you're a clown. That's what the jukebox is telling you. Yeah, she's just intolerable.
Yeah, but you like to hate her.
Yeah.
It's Franny Fromville likes her though. They like to hang out together.
hang out. Yeah, vote Republican together.
Yeah.
Hey, I just realised the man in yellow must be keeping up with stuff because he was like, "Where's my cell phone?" when he was Sophia, so he knows about, got to message. That man in yellow, he knows his stuff.
He seems to have some level of like omnipresence. He knows everyone's name and background. Yeah, it's. I'm really interested to learn what that entity is because he's got a lot of powers.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Jazz, what's your number 5 for the bottom list?
My number 5 is, why is Acosta defending Elgin? Why? Where he kidnapped Fatima, dragged her into a hole, and forced her to give birth to a giant leather football that turned into a monster. Yes, they beat him up, but have you seen Fatima? Like, what is your problem? Like, I don't understand where this is coming from, other than just her hatred and distrust of Boyd and his methods. But like,
I think that's a lot of it.
Yeah, it made no sense to me why she's sitting there with her empty gun, waiting for someone to come in. Christy's the fucking doctor. You already know this. Why are you pulling your gun on Christy, who is here to help? Everything she does just irritates me. It made no sense to me to have her sitting in there protecting his butt. Like, she knows what happened. Right? She knows he kidnapped her and hurt her and put her through all this. I don't understand. And she's like, he's just a kid. I'm like,
I hear you.
She was doing some serious manspreading in that scene as well, with her legs like this.
Yeah.
It's like BDE coming from Acosta.
Dawn, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is the Bible. It seems such a this is symbolic kind of scene, even though we can't figure what it is. It seemed so unnatural to go, I'm going to wedge this book between you and the metal. It seemed like it was saying something, but it wasn't clear what. And I thought it was just a bit clunky and clumsy, and it didn't, there could have been an easier way to go, shall I read you from the Bible? To keep you calm. It just felt a bit unnatural, and I wasn't sure what it was doing other than saying, notice me.
Yeah, I mean, I bet they could have found, well, the thing is, if they had tried to find like a thick layer of padding or something, then trying to get that in there, Tabitha would have probably hurt herself pretty bad. So I could see it. I could see it being the best option, because you can just jam it in there without having to like get too close to it.
I feel like Bibles are so thick, though. I just don't get how it worked, but I guess
it was open. Like she just shoved the cover underneath it, not the whole book.
The whole Bible.
Yeah. My number 5, guys, I'm going to be really controversial here. This is going to be a super hot take. But I feel like only Ellis really deserves Fatima's anger. Because Ellis, she was literally wrapping a tape measure around her stomach and trying to show him, and he wouldn't listen to her. But like with everybody else, it is happening to everybody, and crazy shit was happening to Fatima. So I think it's extremely plot. I don't think that they were trying to brainwash her into thinking that there was nothing in there. I think they thought that the town was just fucking with her, which it was, but just in a different way. I mean, I don't feel like she was really just completely dismissed by anybody other than Elgin. I mean, Elgin, Ellis. God, I always confuse their names. So yeah, I didn't understand. I mean, she did like just go through a horrible situation, so I can understand her.
I understand her anger at Christy a little bit, just because she's like, I know there's something wrong with me, and there's nothing. It's not like there's anything Christy could do. Like, there's no way she could be like, yeah, it's a supernatural fetus, you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
he rolled a D20 and got a demon baby. But I understand her anger at Christy a little bit, but it isn't really fair. But everyone thought she was crazy. They were like, oh, she snapped, like shit happened.
Yeah. All right, Jazz, what's your number 4?
Well, the eyeball scene.
Oh, yes. That's on mine too.
Oh, rough. They love gross eyeball scene. What?
Hey, at least it wasn't the eyeball scene. At least it wasn't the eyeball scene from the Walking Dead comics, okay?
Yeah. Oh, no.
There.
Yeah. I don't think anything outgrosses that.
No.
I didn't need to see the up close of her stitching his hole. The prosthetics were incredible though, because it looked the like sag they were able to like bring to his face. It looked so natural.
Yeah, it did. They did a good job with it.
They did.
Yeah. Remind me who it was. Marielle who stitched up Randall, right?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Maybe Ellis will fare a little better.
Marielle used like baseball string.
Yeah, that's
darn.
Like, where's Aquila, man? We need Aquila.
Like, have you got a dressing ground robe belt? That'll do. We'll just wrap it around his face.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, I had Elgin's eye at number 3, so I'll move it down to number 4. I am assuming that maybe somebody in MGM went, there's no gore in this episode. Nobody's getting graphically murdered. We better do something. It's the first episode of the season. We've got to catch that audience, remind them this is a gory show. Okay, well, let's show this in full detail for a really long time. Because it wasn't even just like, let's show. It's like, how many stitches do we need to watch?
Yeah,
exactly. It just went on.
Yeah.
Like, I get doing the first stitch.
Yeah.
That should have been the end of the scene.
Yes.
It just kept going.
Yeah.
I feel like that was the reason, was they thought we have to have some gore in the opener. We don't have any.
Yeah.
Let's just throw that in. So which made it a bit,
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
My number 4 is pretty much everybody in this town seems to be healed by the next day after their injuries. Like, Christy just hurt her leg, like 2 days ago or something like that. Why does she still have to be on crutches? Why isn't the town healing her? Like, Ellis got fucking stabbed. It's like, next day woke up, all better. I feel bad for Christy because the town just doesn't seem to want to heal her. And that's the worst,
because she's the one who's healing everybody else.
Yeah,
maybe all her healing energy is going out.
It just sucks that what needs to be healed is something that requires crutches. That's just super cruel. Give me a gash on my face before I have to. Okay, granted, just explaining, I've spent a lot of time on crutches, and I would rather have my face slashed open, I think, than be on crutches for an extended period of time. Anytime. It's awful.
Yeah.
All right, Jazz, what's your number 3?
It kind of plays into that. I feel so bad for Fatima. She's obviously in such a dark place, and just feeling very alone and terrified, and having to deal with like all of those visions and trying to sort out what that means on top of everything else, the trauma that her body's been through. One of my theories and my biggest fear is we hear about how everyone heals very quickly in the town from their wounds, or their, Ellis has got like stabbed and he was better in like 2 or 3 days. Ethan's leg healed really quickly. My biggest fear is that Fatima's infertility was healed by the town, and that she did get naturally pregnant because she announced that she was pregnant before they killed Smiley. It's in the same episode. She was already pregnant before Smiley died. So I think the town healed her body. She got pregnant. Smiley the magic powers, whatever, overtook the baby and turned it into his chrysalis or whatever, and used that to give birth to himself again, and that she is now able to have children, and she will get naturally pregnant again and not be able to handle it at all, because I don't know how anyone I don't know how anyone deals with being pregnant in the first place, period. But after going through everything she went through, if she even if she can have a normal, safe child with Elgin, would she ever feel like she could carry it and not go crazy?
That makes total sense. If you think about the pact that the families made, which was they gave up their children so that they could have, so it makes sense that no child could be born, and instead it becomes the monster. That's totally, that makes absolute sense. I hadn't thought about that until you said it, but that totally works.
Do we think that Jim could have been one of the original children?
Do you think that everyone might be reincarnated now? I used to just think it was specific people, but the way the man in yellow was talking to Jim in the opener, where he's like, "You always try so hard," makes me think that he's met Jim before in other timelines.
Yeah, that's possible. I do think that the worms got Fatima pregnant. The worms in Boyd's arm. Because even though she's not related to him by blood, her grandchild, Boyd's grandchild would be. So I think it was Boyd getting the worms.
She was already pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
She was already pregnant before that happened.
Before Boyd got back?
Yeah. Before he did the blood transfusion thing.
I think it could have happened before he did anything with Smiley. But he just had to be back in town. Was he back in town yet?
Yeah, he was back in town when she found out she was pregnant.
Okay. Yeah. I think him bringing the worms to town may have caused her pregnancy. Just because of the whole "my blood is your blood" line, you know, it's kind of it. Oh God, saying that out loud freaks me out, because it's like there's so many negative connotations that go along with that. But a lot of creepy shit.
Yeah, I was just thinking worms, sperm.
Yeah.
You know, the visuals were not nice.
Go on. How about you?
Yeah, mine was Fatima's the way they treated Fatima, although I agree, I don't think she necessarily should have been as angry with everyone about the fact that they didn't believe her. It's more about how they were treating her after what she just went through. And, you know, Ellis is trying to ask her questions about her vision. And so she's literally seconds ago given birth and to this thing that has been taken away. And then Chris says the same, like, well, you're fine. So tell me what happened. No, she doesn't want to, hey, relive that trauma you just had. Why don't you do that? Like, it's like none of them thought about what she'd just gone through. Physically, mentally, you know, it was to her, it was her child, and she carried it and she believed it was her child. For it, you know, she's grieving, she's also gone through trauma, her body's changed, her, you know, nobody believed her, she's gone through so much and they're so nonchalant about it. I was annoyed at them. I was annoyed at Christy and Ellis both, who are two of the most sympathetic characters. I mean, they are sympathetic, not sympathetic to the audience. And so I was like, well, what are they doing? They're too busy thinking about the big picture. This woman in front of you needs your focus and your warmth right now. And it was, thoughtless behavior.
Yeah.
Agreed.
My number 3 is this is not something that can really be helped. Ethan, it's a shame that Ethan isn't back home right now, because he'd probably be going to med school right about now, getting engaged, getting a DUI, hitting up the clubs with his friends. I love how they dealt with the boy in white last season. But it's just he's like, you know, he's kind of he's like more of an entity. He's not a real person.
It's like he runs out of the house and he's at Tabitha's hip. He comes home and he's up to here.
Yes. Yeah, he is going
to have a baby face, but
he does still have a baby face. Yeah,
he does. Some of his facial expressions I noticed in this episode were looking a little Stephen DeMarco-ish, which kind of scared me. Stephen DeMarco is the villain in Tell Me Lies, and he's basically the devil. But yeah, I realize that's nothing that they can help. I'm trying to reconcile the way he's talking now and how tall he is with him running up to Julie. They've been there, a month or two? I'm trying to reconcile that with him running up to Julie after Sarah tried to kill him, and he was crying like a very little child, and she just picked him up.
Picked him up, yeah. She picked him up, yeah.
Like I don't know. It's not like I don't know. I
honestly was wondering if maybe they were digitally de-aging him a little bit. I feel like it's too expensive and it doesn't look like they are.
No, I think he just fortunately has a baby face, so he's grown.
The last season I was like, oh, he's got that like puppy dog thing where his like legs and arms are really long, but he's still like a little kid. But like he's visibly a lot taller this season, but he doesn't look a lot older.
In between takes, they're keeping him in a bath of collagen, and just like
we need to preserve your youth. They're giving him injections. They're giving him face fillers.
Oh, bless him.
I want a scene where Tabitha actually goes to pick him up. And then she just immediately falls over. Jazz, what's your number 2?
I need Boyd and Christy to be okay.
Yeah.
I need them to make up. it's stressing me out. I hate them being at odds. She was there for him in this episode, and she said what she needed to say. But I hate that they're not in a good place. It's really bumming me out.
Yeah, I don't like it either. It's upsetting.
I'm glad she was, he wanted her in that room, and he still sees her as a part of the core family.
Yeah. Dawn, what's your number 2?
Oh, it's not very long and complicated. It's simply Sophie doesn't look 15. I'm sorry.
No.
when Boyd said she's 15, I'm like, really? Yes,
Yeah.
18 maybe.
More than 15 or 16. That girl's 24.
Yeah.
I thought she was supposed to be about 19, 20, something like that. And I understand that because this is such obviously a pivotal role, they would have maybe cast a little bit older. But let's not pretend one gingham dress does not a 15-year-old make. She's an older teenage girl than that. But yeah, I'm like, I hope we don't all have to pretend that she looks 15.
Yeah, same.
Which is like Imperfect Women, the show with Kerry Washington at the moment. There's a Kate Mara's daughter. They're like, oh, this is her teenage daughter, and I'm going, really? Are you sure she's not 35?
Oh man. So my number 2 is a tie. 2 things I just really never needed to see. Smiley covered in afterbirth.
Yeah. That was rough.
Looking like a complete maniac. Yeah, two things that I never needed to see. The Smiley thing and Man in Yellow's butt crack.
He's in a hurry to get a slutty little dress on.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, I never needed to see those things. Yeah, what's your number 1?
My number 1 is, who the fuck is Acosta to call anyone a monster?
Right?
What? You murdered someone the minute you arrived in town.
Yep.
Yeah.
The minute with just negligent police work. Like, all you do is go on about what a good cop you are, and I can help, and like, you're a terrible cop. She told you, Tabitha told her the town was occupied, and she shot how many of those fucking monsters running up that hill?
Yeah.
They don't react to your bullets. Why would you keep firing and firing and firing, especially towards an occupied house? Like, there's lights on. Someone already told you people live in the town. Like, it could not have been more negligent. And she never takes any, like, she's like, whoops, sorry, I killed her. And, like, that's it. She never talks about that. But she wants to cast judgment on everyone else.
She did a drive-by.
Yeah, exactly. And then they had to take her in and save her ass because she's useless.
Yeah.
She has a bunch of people chained up in an ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, yeah, she's awful.
To call
she's
anyone a monster, you're tripping.
Yeah. Yeah,
Not
seriously. Cool. All right, John, what about you? What's your number 1?
It's Boyd's hopelessness. I don't like it. I don't want it. It's making me scared. And Daddy. That's my own. I just
everybody's dad.
I just cannot bear it, and it's essential for the story that we have to see that Boyd is flawed and that he can't always lead, and there are others, but it makes you think, like, what hope is there? And that's what he's thinking. What hope is there? But it just, that sense of helplessness just is so upsetting more than any of the revelations or murder or whatever. Kill Jim every week and I'll be fine. but Boyd losing his hope, it just wrenches my heart so much. And I hope we're now going to start on the upward swing for Boyd, because things have been pretty bad for him, and I think it's time we had a little bit of hope.
He needs just
a
break, like a day, one day off.
Yes. Somebody definitely. Just get him a deck chair, a nice glass of whiskey, a cigar, and nobody talk to him for a day. Just leave him there. That's all.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was interesting when you think about, when you compare it to the season 3 premiere, where he was giving that inspiring speech, trying to lift everybody's spirits, and this was not. Boyd has been hopeless before. He has felt hopeless before. Yeah. We've seen him here before, but I mean, this time he's like preparing for mass suicide.
Yeah.
I mean, that's scary. And that's my number one is that tied with something else. But yeah, it's scary to see him like that, and I hope he comes back from it. There is a spoiler I want to talk about. It's nothing that's just privy to us. It's something that's out there that like MGM released, but I know some people just don't like to know, some people don't like to even watch the previews. So we can talk about it at the very end. But yeah, it's scary. It's scary. And to see him like that, and I hope he comes back from it. But it's gonna take a lot, and that is tied with, I really, really, really wish that they had squeezed in finding Jim's body in this episode. I really didn't want to push it to episode 2. There's gonna be a lot to deal with after that, and
so
I was really kind of bummed that we didn't get there.
I was surprised they didn't get to that in this episode, because it's such a big deal.
Yeah, definitely. All right, before we go on to our little mini spoilers section, is there anything you guys want to note or add before?
No,
we finish?
I don't think so.
All right, so we will have these episodes up. Right, we should have them up right after the episodes air on MGM every Sunday night. Also, we will be doing our live after show every Sunday. And so stick around, turn on your notifications, please subscribe. A lot of you, I've been hearing, you thought you were subscribed, but it turned out you weren't. So you can always feel free to check that. Please leave us a comment and like our videos. It helps so much. It helps people find our stuff. And with that, if you don't want to, it's not a major spoiler, and it's something that's already out there. But if you don't want to know anything, then you can tune out now. Otherwise, it's spoiler time. I was looking at the episode titles, and one of the episodes is titled Heavy as the Head. That kind of scares me.
I don't like that at all.
I know. That's really foreboding.
Yeah.
Do you have the list of episode titles?
Okay, so this was in the From series subreddit, and I wasn't sure if these were legit or not, but several people in there said that they have seen this floating around as well. So we've got number 1 is The Arrival. Number 2 is Fray. Oh, 3, we don't have a title for 3 either. Interesting. 4 is The Lonely Hunter. 5 is Of Myths and Monsters. 6 is If a Tree Falls in the Forest. 7 is TBA. 8 is Heavy as the Head. 9 is The Calm Before. And 10 is What a Long, Strange Trip It's Been, which also worries me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that Heavy as the Head one. It makes me think that Boyd's in trouble.
Yeah. And the fact it's coming so near the end of the season as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it was like episode 2 or something, you think, well, this is this arc, but no. That's worrying.
Although if it ends up being my prediction that Boyd died in the well and he dies, but then Julie reverses it, that I'm okay with.
Yeah.
Okay with
The
Boyd
hard-
dying as long as it
Sorry,
gets
what?
reversed.
Yeah. I can't deal with him not being around.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be tough. Anything else you guys want to add before we get out?
The Heart is a Lonely Hunter is the name of a Boy Meets World episode also.
Oh. The calm before is the name of a Walking Dead episode.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So yeah.
There's some extra materials to study.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's it for the season 4 premiere. I hope you'll stick with us for the rest of the season, and we'll see you real soon.